Get ready for the news that is shaking up Hollywood and streaming. CEO David Ellison is making a massive commitment, announcing he is absolutely locked in on 30 theatrical releases annually, no matter what. We dive into what this means for the future of blockbuster cinema and how this commitment shapes the upcoming movie slate for Paramount.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we are tackling a massive regulatory headache surrounding the Paramount-Warner Bros. Discovery merger. FCC Commissioner Ana M. Gomez is demanding a full, independent, and rigorous review of the foreign ownership interests embedded in this deal, questioning if it's a billionaire buddy bypass for American journalism. We continue our deep dive into the foreign investment concerns surrounding this huge media consolidation. Commissioner Gomez is alarmed by the stake held by sovereign wealth funds from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi, and she is calling for transparency and national security checks before any final decisions are made. And finally, we break down exactly what these foreign ownership stakes mean for the American public and the airwaves they rely on. We look at the serious questions raised about press freedom and national security, and we tell you what you need to know about this pivotal transaction. Stay with us, because this is the news that matters. Paramount CEO David Ellison has firmly committed to maintaining 30 theatrical releases annually, regardless of financial performance or subscriber disputes with its streaming service. During Paramount's recent Q1 earnings call, Ellison confirmed that this level of theatrical output is already in place, noting that both Paramount and Warner Bros. Are currently releasing 15 films in theaters this year. While the company's Q1 shareholder letter indicated that theatrical revenue in 2026 is projected to be lower than in 2025, the executive highlighted a strong prior year featuring major releases like Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, and Regretting You. Looking ahead, the slate for the coming year is rumored to include the Billie Eilish concert documentary, another Jackass movie, and a potential Street Fighter film, alongside a focus on Noah Centineo. Ellison also signaled optimism, stating his hope to finalize the merger with Warner Bros. Discovery by September, although the deal still faces several hurdles. The commitment to 30 theatrical releases is positioned as a key strategy to persuade various stakeholders, including cinephiles and potentially Congress, that the merger is beneficial despite concerns regarding the diminishing pool of available intellectual property. The future of the theatrical slate remains ambitious. FCC Commissioner Ana M. Gomez has called for a full, independent, and rigorous review of the foreign ownership interests in the proposed Paramount-Warner Bros. Discovery merger, warning against what she described as a billionaire buddy bypass on foreign ownership rules. Gomez stressed that the regulator must examine whether the deal serves the American public and protects national security, given that Paramount owns CBS, which holds broadcast licenses regulated by the FCC. Under federal law, indirect foreign ownership exceeding 25% requires FCC approval and a thorough assessment of national security implications. Paramount Global has previously filed a petition with the FCC seeking approval for foreign investment. In that filing, the company stated that post-merger, the combined entity would be 49.5% owned by foreign companies, with Middle Eastern investors holding 38.5% of the equity. These investors include Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, 15.1% equity, the United Arab Emirates Sovereign Wealth Fund, 12.8% equity, and the Qatar Investment Authority, 10.6% equity. Gomez expressed alarm over placing nearly half of one of America's largest broadcast and media companies under foreign government control, citing documented records of press suppression and concerns over national security. She specifically highlighted the involvement of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, controlled by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who the U.S. intelligence community has linked to the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018. Concerns are compounded by the involvement of Tencent, a U.S.-designated Chinese military company, which withdrew from the transaction last year after its participation threatened a national security review by the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, CFIUS. The uncertainty surrounding Tencent's potential involvement adds another layer of complexity to the foreign investment landscape. Commissioner Gomez urged the FCC to take concrete actions, including making all foreign investment agreements publicly available, opening the proceeding to public comment, and coordinating with national security agencies like CFIUS and the DOJ National Security Division before making any determinations. She asserted that the public airwaves belong to Americans, not foreign governments or wealthy associates, and called for the FCC to prioritize protection over auctioning these assets to the highest foreign bidder. These calls align with similar urges from members of Congress, including Senators Cory Booker, Chuck Schumer, and Elizabeth Warren, and Representative Sam Liccardo, who have also advocated for a rigorous, independent review before any action is taken. The Paramount petition noted that the Ellison family will retain ownership of 100% of the voting shares. Washington, D.C. A prominent Democratic FCC commissioner has called for a thorough examination of foreign ownership stakes within the proposed Paramount-Warner Bros. Discovery merger. The commissioner, identified as Ana M. Gomez, has urged the commission to conduct a full, independent, and rigorous review of the foreign ownership interests embedded in the proposed merger. Gomez specifically highlighted the need for strict scrutiny regarding any financial connections to sovereign wealth funds originating from Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Abu Dhabi. The call comes amidst ongoing discussions surrounding the merger, which involves Paramount's assets, including CBS, whose broadcast licenses are under FCC regulation. Gomez's statement emphasizes the necessity of ensuring transparency and accountability concerning foreign investment in media assets under the purview of the Federal Communications Commission. Federal Communications Commission Commissioner Ana Gomez has issued a strong demand for heightened scrutiny of foreign investment linked to Paramount Global's proposed merger with Warner Bros. Discovery. Gomez expressed alarm over the proposed structure, which would leave the combined entity nearly half foreign-owned, citing concerns over press freedom and national security. In a statement, Gomez asserted that the American public deserves transparency regarding who controls the airwaves. She specifically voiced concern that the plan appears to be rubber-stamping a financial structure, placing almost half of one of America's largest broadcast and media companies under foreign government control, referencing documented records of press suppression. Paramount's FCC disclosures indicate that foreign investors would hold a 49.5% stake in the merged company, with 38.5% linked to investment funds from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. Since FCC rules cap foreign broadcast license ownership at 25%, the company must secure a declaratory ruling to exceed this threshold. Gomez highlighted serious, unresolved questions regarding how this investment might jeopardize national security and press freedom, stating the commission has a legal obligation to address these issues before approving the deal. She specifically called out the involvement of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman-controlled Saudi Public Investment Fund, referencing the 2018 assassination of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Paramount maintains that permitting foreign investment above the statutory limit is in the public interest, arguing it expands capital access and enhances competitiveness in the broadcast TV market. The company also noted that the Ellison family would retain majority voting control and asserted that the proposed ownership structure does not raise national security, law enforcement, foreign policy, or trade concerns. In response, Gomez urged the FCC to coordinate closely with national security agencies before granting any approval and called for the public disclosure of all foreign investment agreements. The FCC is currently accepting public comments until May 27, with replies due by June 11.